All the uproar over those TSA pat-downs and groping didn't really turn into much at the airports this week. So was it all just media hype? Fox News contributor and Newsday columnist Alice Hennigan joins the company now. So,
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Should we cut right to it? Yeah.
So all those people that we saw being interviewed and they were upset and they felt violated in the lawsuits, we overdid it.
Well, yes, I think we did a little bit. I mean, people take a breath about this stuff. Nobody wants a strip search. Nobody wants naked pictures. But all of us, I think, Charles, at this point, are pretty much resigned to the idea that, we're going to have to do some stuff that's unpleasant because we really don't want bombs going off on airplanes. And it does take some technology, and people, I think, at the end kind of go along.
But we're starting to see this sort of surge, which is not just that it was uncomfortable, the groping and so on, but it was that this stuff doesn't work. We've heard from a number of Israeli experts who talk about El Al Airlines and their security experts who say these backscatter technology, the X-ray scanners, and the groping techniques don't work.
You see, that's a much better argument. That's exactly where I would like to have the conversation. What is it that does work, and what is it that, given our values as a people, we're willing to do? And it turns out there are some limits to that. I mean, there are some things that we don't want to do in order to be safe.
Right, like get groped, or
maybe.
Vincent, what do you think?
I mean, it's right against it's against the Fourth Amendment. I mean, it's.
Wait, it's not against them. That's just wrong. The courts have resolved that issue.
It is. I mean, listen, if you signed on the dotted line, maybe if going forward, okay, I acknowledge I'm going to get groped going to the airport.
Right.
But all these poor passengers that bought their plane tickets ahead of time, they had no idea.
Poor babies.
Poor babies.
They've known. They have known.
But you know what? You're right. It is poor babies. It's that little 3-year-old that you saw the video, which is don't touch me, don't touch me. I mean, if you're advocating, molesting little children for the federal government, that's what this comes down to.
You want to know honestly, part of the problem with this thing is that the argument gets so overblown and so exaggerated that the kind of reasonable conversation that you're talking about never happened. Let's figure out what it is that's going to work, right, and what it is that we can do under our laws, and try and focus on that.
Where does the media, though, make this determination? In other words, there has been, to Vincent's point, enough footage of people who have been outraged by this.
Some are.
So where does the media draw the line as to shouldn't the media throw it out there and let the public decide?
Fair enough. Fair enough. And in fact, the polling all along, and you cited these polls, others did, really said that people weren't nearly as upset as the sound bites would make you think. Also, don't forget, all of these things today are surrogates for bigger issues. It's, I hate Obama, I don't like the TSA, I don't want government in my business,
so
I'm a Tea Party guy.
if you don't like being groped, you're racist. Is that the...
No, nobody is...
Are you connecting the dots that far?
Charles, I'm not saying anything about black and white or body parts.
I mean, the dots have been connected to, we've seen the dots connected a lot of different ways.
Listen, I got so many better dots than that on this one.
For the amount of people that are flying, I mean, really, you've got 1 or 2 people that can say something insane on air.
Right.
I mean, like I said, I fly constantly. I fly with my kids. I have a crap load of stuff going through that machine. They're always pleasant. Once in a while, I get somebody who's a jerk. I get felt up on a regular basis. It's great. Here you go. Tip you very much. It doesn't bother me.
TSA.
The one pattern that I noticed, and this might apply to me, some of you guys as well. Those of us from big families, we're used to all kind of indignities like this.
Exactly.
It's like, given the way the Hennekins are, you know what? Have your best shot, guys.
And they tell you, I'm going to touch your breast. Go right ahead. How are they feeling to you? I needed one anyway. I mean, they're pretty pleasant about it. You get a couple of people that say, same thing for my daughter. My daughter knows
Guys, can we just get a quick focus on Clayton?
Because all I'm thinking
he
is...
turned a few shades of red that I had never seen before.
All I'm thinking is, where is that video?
All right.
Yeah, and you get much better porn at
We're
other places.
But Ellis, the media, in your opinion, the media overplayed.
We jumped the gun a little bit.
All righty.